in like all the things that you've done, or even being in Korea for those 6 years, like what's like one hardship that you say you faced? I mean, there's definitely a lot that we've named, but what's one thing that you would be like, oh, I really had a hard time with this, and maybe you've overcome it, or maybe you haven't overcome it yet?
Friendship.
Oh, for you too. But you're so social. Are you not so? You are social.
I mean, I'm an extrovert, but what I mean by that is
good friends.
I guess there's no other way to say it other than just like making friends. We'll get unfiltered. We'll get deep.
Oh, let's get deep.
Let's
go deep.
So
call them out by name.
That's right.
This person did me dirty.
That's right.
Let's be very unfiltered right now. Let's make a little death notebook.
That's right. Let's just start scribbling down. Are you typing this up? That's right.
Who do we have to find?
Hunt down their Instagrams and start bombing them.
Send the 4 subscribers I have to them.
That's right. That's right. Go write bad messages. For me, no, it's been making friends, especially with female Koreans.
Oh, I already know where this is going.
Yeah, it's been really hard for me. To the point that now I like, honestly, if I'm brutally honest, I have like trauma.
Wow, it's that bad.
It's like whenever I'm around a Korean woman, I lose all confidence in how I'm supposed to behave.
Oh wow, okay.
Because of the cultural differences.
Which are huge.
They are massive. Yeah. People are like, "Oh, come over and it'll be rainbows and unicorns." You're like, actually, there's a mold that you're supposed to follow, and then when you don't, the word they always slap on it is, it's a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So, a very minor example. So I can give different extremes, but on like the lesser extreme version. When I was working in Hagwon at first, I was an English teacher. Yeah. So I did that for about 2.5 years.
Oh, wow, you did for a long time. Okay.
So first, I was an English teacher. And then at my Hagwon, my receptionist, she was a very funny girl, right? Yeah. And in the mornings, we'd be chatting and stuff like that. And then like when I'd be waiting between classes. And then the one day she made this joke, and it was like my first week in Seoul. Yeah. So I already been living in Korea for about 7 months. Yeah. I was teaching kids at a different hagwon in like the very bottom of Korea.
The boonies.
Yeah. Just above Busan, like in the countryside.
The boonies, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's where I started. And then I left there after 7.5 months and then came to Seoul. Started teaching here, had been here for like a week. And then in that week, there was one day and she made me laugh. And I laughed and I was like, you're funny. I was like, I like you. And then, see? She got it right away. She got it right away.
No, this girl will be like, oh my God, he likes me. Immediately. Like, I've definitely lived here long enough to know that's how it is now. You can't make those type of remarks. Oh no, Josh. And in America, I would just be like, oh, I like you too. Because like banter is good, It's like, oh, we're friends. I like you too, It's not like you said you love me or something. Even I love you is very easy in America. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. And that's it. If you say I love you here, that's like harassment. How did you explain that situation?
So like a week went by, and in that week, she went from being my friend to just the most awkward girl you've ever met. Oh, no. And I was like, what the hell happened? And so, again, it's very counter to Korean culture to be confrontational. But I was like,
you can't. Yeah.
Nope. But I was like, I need to solve this now because she's our like company receptionist.
Right. You can't have these awkward moments every time you walk in.
And so then I just walked up to her one day and like the classes had emptied. It was just before she had to leave. And I said, what is going on? Yeah. And like she spoke English as well. Right. And so communication was fine. And she goes, well, yeah, I mean, you said you like me. And my mind just exploded. I honestly, I could not believe it. And I was like,
because it's like, yeah, I like you. Like, you're cool. Before she's like.
So you know what I said to her? I was just looking at her so confused. And I went, yeah, I like you the same way I like cake. That was my word for word. I said that. And then her brain exploded. I could just see it behind her eyes. And she was like, what? And I was like, I don't.
Like you.
I don't want to date you. I said, no. And I said, I like cake. I like you. Yeah. That's it.
Like there's no in between here.
There's nothing.
Like, I don't fancy you like that.
Yeah. And then
oh my God.
Again, because this is Korea, confrontation, not a thing. So then for the next couple of days, she was a little weird, but then she got over it, and then it smoothed out, and it was fine.
And you guys were chill, okay.
And it was okay.
Okay. Wow, yeah, you can't say that in Korea. They will literally be like, he likes me. And you're just like, you have to be very careful when it comes to the other sex here. Even for me right now, like, I've been going through it, Josh. I'm going through it. I can't be nice to men here.
That's it.
Like, I'm nice and they think I like them. And I'm like, I don't like you. I'm just being a nice person. If you're nice to some, not all, because some people do understand, they would definitely think you like them more than a friend. But you're just being a nice person.
So it's especially, I mean, your viewers might not know. So I'm Canadian. And I mean, we're neighbors basically,
America.
Right? Yeah. But in both countries, and I mean, we have a reputation for being friendly.
Oh yeah, Canadians are very known to be very friendly.
And so generally, that's part of my character. It's just being friendly and just have whatever. But that has been, and I'm doing air quotes here for those that are just listening, misinterpreted or creates misunderstandings so often. And so that's where that like PTSD trauma has come in, where I meet a Korean girl, we're in a group or whoever, and I'm just like hands to myself, crossed like behind my back or something, and then they're like, hi, and you're like, hi,
how are you?
And then the problem that has arisen is now they're like, oh, he's not interested in me. So then even if I am, and I'm like, I want to get to know you better to see if maybe we could date. But now I'm like, if I do anything, then how far will you misinterpret this thing, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I learned in another very extreme situation, no touching.
Oh, yeah, even, do you know how I laugh and hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that in Korea.
Nope.
No, you can't be laughing and touching people.
And when I say no touching, like, I don't want you to think I'm thinking inappropriate things at all. I mean just
small, innocent
friendly touch, punch, whatever. Not at all.